Airport staff kicked out Mahira O'Neill, but regretted everything when her father, Big Shaq, arrived. A cloudless morning sky hung over Los Angeles International Airport, a place where travelers scurried through terminals with wheeled suitcases and coffee cups. 17-year-old Mahira O'Neill, known by friends for her towering height and determined stride, stepped out of a black SUV. She was dressed simply, track pants, a hoodie, sneakers. Still, she carried herself with a quiet confidence, an air inherited from her famous father, Shaquille O'Neal, but few recognized her on sight, especially in the crowd's hustle. She was flying to a youth basketball camp in Chicago, a chance to refine her skills and prove she wasn't just Shaq's daughter. She wanted to earn respect on her own terms. Brushing aside a wave of nerves, she clutched her ticket and passport, gliding into the terminal. At the check-in counter, only a short line formed. That was a relief. A bored-looking clerk named Tina waited behind the desk, glancing at her watch. Mahira approached, sliding over her documents. Tina barely glanced at them before her gaze shifted to Mahira's tall frame and casual clothes. "Where to?" she asked, monotone. "Chicago," Mahira said softly, her face calm. "One bag to check." Tina rolled her eyes, scanning the ticket suspiciously. "This is a business-class seat," she remarked flatly. Mahira nodded. "Yes, that's correct." Tina's lips pursed. "You're sure about that?" She looked Mahira up and down, eyebrows raised. "These tickets are expensive, you know." Mahira's posture tensed. She forced a polite smile. "I know. It's mine." Tina blinked, unimpressed. "We can't just let anyone claim business class. Let me see some ID again." Mahira quietly handed over her driver's license. Tina scrutinized it for too long, then exhaled. "Fine. I guess it checks out. Gate C22, boarding in an hour." The clerk shoved the boarding pass across the counter. Mahira's cheeks warmed. She tried not to dwell on the condescending attitude, telling herself to keep calm. With her luggage checked, she moved on, heading for security. That's when the next hurdle appeared. TSA lines looked typical at first. Families with strollers, business travelers, scrolling phones. Mahira queued up, placing her backpack in a bin. But halfway through the scanner, a TSA officer barked, "Ma'am, step aside. We need additional screening." She frowned, stepping aside politely. "Is something wrong?" "No, just a random check," the agent said. But his eyes flicked over her, doubt creeping into his tone. He waved over another agent, who began rummaging through her bag. They pulled out her sneakers, rolled-up jersey, notebooks, basketball gear? One asked, half smirking. "That's right," she said quietly. "I'm going to a camp." The agent nodded, unsmiling. "Next time, consider arriving earlier. This might take a while." Mahira's chest tightened with annoyance. She folded her arms, enduring the prolonged search. Eventually, they let her go, after unpacking everything and swiping for explosives. 20 minutes of extra hassle for no apparent reason. She restuffed her bag, biting back the urge to ask if they always singled out teenagers with big frames. As she neared her gate, her phone buzzed, a text from her father, Shaq. "How's it going, baby girl? Need anything?" She typed back, "All good, Dad, thanks." No sense worrying him. She wanted to do this alone. Yet her troubles weren't over. Approaching gate C22, she found a cluster of airline staff, including a man in a blazer with a name tag reading, "Charles, Supervisor." He stared at her as she approached. Then he strode forward, arms crossed. "Excuse me, miss," he said curtly. "We've received information that your seat may have been issued incorrectly. Could I see your boarding pass?" "Again?" Mahira extended the pass, controlling her frustration. Charles studied it for a moment, frowning. "Business class. That's